People often say smaller women are harder to handle in marriage. But is that really true? Or is it just a stereotype? Today, we're diving into the psychology of stubbornness in relationships and why some women, regardless of their size, may appear more assertive, strong-willed, or even difficult in marriage. Let's begin with the stereotype. In many cultures, people believe that smaller women are more feisty, quick-tempered, or harder to control. It's the same idea behind the phrase, small but mighty. But psychology gives us a different explanation. What many people call stubbornness is often just assertiveness. It's the need to prove oneself, to show strength, and to demand respect in the relationship. When someone feels underestimated because of their size, they may overcompensate by being more vocal, more firm, and more strong-willed. This is called the compensation effect. Think of it this way. If society expects you to be soft, quiet, or weak, you might respond by being bold, outspoken, and determined, just to break that stereotype. Confidence plays a huge role. Many women learn that in order to be respected, they must stand their ground. They must protect their identity. For smaller women, this can be even more important because they are more likely to be underestimated. So confidence becomes a defense mechanism and a way to preserve dignity. Society often praises bigger or taller people as dominant leaders. This leaves smaller individuals with a choice: either accept the stereotype or rise above it. Most choose to rise. They develop resilience. They sharpen their wit. They become mentally strong and emotionally tough. This toughness can be mistaken for stubbornness, but in reality, it is survival psychology at work. Now, let's talk about communication. Smaller women may rely less on physical presence and more on verbal power. This means they use sharper words, stronger tones, and sometimes a no-nonsense attitude. To some partners, this comes across as stubbornness, but in truth, it is simply a different communication style, one that demands attention and equal respect.
I told you, work kept me late. Can't we talk without shouting for once?
So you think it's okay to come home this late? Do you know how long I've been waiting? You never even called.
Every healthy marriage depends on boundaries, and smaller women in particular often set firm boundaries early. Why? Because boundaries protect respect. And once those lines are drawn, they are not easily crossed. This strong sense of boundaries can make them appear difficult, but in reality, it prevents toxic patterns, and it forces the relationship to stay balanced. Another point is emotional resilience. When someone has faced stereotypes or doubts throughout life, they often build thicker skin. This resilience can look like stubbornness, but is really just persistence, a refusal to be dismissed, and a determination to be heard. In marriage, this can create clashes, but it can also create strength if both partners learn to respect it. Let's be honest, stubbornness is not exclusive to women. Men are stubborn too. But when women show strength in marriage, society labels it difficult. Yet when men do the same, society calls it leadership. That double standard is what fuels this entire perception. It's not about size, it's about how we interpret behavior differently based on gender. So, are smaller women really more difficult to handle in marriage? The answer is no. What people see as difficult is often strength of character. It's assertiveness, it's passion, it's determination. These are qualities that can make a marriage stronger when handled with love and respect. So next time you hear someone say small women are hard to handle, remember, it's not about size, it's about mindset and psychology. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give this video a like, subscribe for more insights into human psychology and relationships, and share this with someone who loves to understand the mind.